Miss Miyagi. I am back with another one.
How you doing, Miss Miyagi,
Yeah.
Chyna, Brim,
What's up?
Harlem Legend? What's
Mm.
up?
Now,
Oh.
what you got for us today, Miss Miyagi?
All right, so we got some questions. We trying to figure out what's going on with 050 because all of a sudden we got Mr. Kyle Reality on here. There's been a whole bunch of controversy about Kyle Reality, he this, he that, and you know what? I'm just here to break it down. So let's get to it.
Um,
Right.
who
Hey.
who the
Who
first
want to go
person
first?
gonna
Well,
who gonna ask first?
first of all,
We gonna start with Kai.
yeah, let Kai explain where
We
he
gonna
came
start with
from
Kai.
and what this is all about. Like, yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I think everybody's
Well,
been waiting to hear this. So, why
well,
not hear it
well,
from Kai himself?
yeah. Well, I'm somebody that been like in the streets my whole life. You know what I mean? Uh, and situation and another situation led me to initiate and put it the initiative to start a change in my life. So you got people that say the rat thing, the people that say, yo, you did this, you did bad. But my agenda basically is just to come here and let the people know, let the world know um that what these street rhetoric, the mindset that is in the streets, not the streets itself is a myth, but the mindset of what's embedded into the younger generations is just a everlasting cycle of evil, an everlasting cycle of a black cloud that we get nothing positive out of, no matter if it comes from jail, if it comes from death, if it comes from um, being betrayed, and it all falls under the story of my life. So I just felt like instead of people talking for me, um, which happened the past 6 years that I was away, 6.5, 7 years that I was away, a bunch of people just talking for me, people saying, oh, he did this because of this. I wanted to give people my story and my truth. So that's what it was
Right.
about for me.
I respect that. Facts. And people, we get questioned, as being 050, we came from giving some of the most hoodest, blogs on the streets, gang affiliated, just the crazy things came from me and Harlem Legend platform. And I see that we've been getting ridiculed a lot since we I'm gonna say adopted uh Alpo. We
But,
adopted Alpo to the family.
but
Now,
why the
now,
switch up?
it was. I'm gonna be honest with you, the way how I feel, it was a transition for us, and
Okay.
I feel sometimes to I love to do something called shock value.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to do what everybody else been doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So my thing was that if people gonna hate me, because hate nowadays is really love. People who hate you really love you, and those who really
Right.
act like they love you, they really hate you. So
Right.
I take chances. I thought about the whole thing and I said, why not bring somebody who sat on the stand and who actually told and saying the reason why they told and the transformation, you know what I'm saying, as far as changing his life.
Yeah.
Of course we're gonna get ridiculed for it, but the people who ridicule us is the people who watch this man. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So it comes out to be something great for 050 itself. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it real. We winning more since he came on 050. I don't know how Harlem Legend feel about it, but that's how I
I'm
feel.
gonna be
Thanks, Harlow.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, you know how old 50 started. We started from the ground with nothing but street dudes, official dudes, and they still rock with us today. A lot of official
Salute
dudes,
to them.
right? But I gotta be honest. This is a thing where I feel like I've been losing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been keeping it real,
Mm-hmm.
so-called street and real, and I've been losing. You heard? I'm gonna be honest. Like, yo, we
Facts.
kept it real all this long, and nobody really is looking. Now
Right.
we go out and get an informant or somebody
right.
that went through it. You know what I mean? Like, and now they're watching.
Facts.
So it's
Now
one of
they
those things
commenting.
where I look at it like this. We have to tell both sides of the story. We've been only telling the side of the niggas that go to jail.
Facts.
That's the only side we've been telling. The ones that stand tall and go through the time for the big homie. Those are the only guys that we revere in the black community, right? We hate the snitches. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell. So
yeah, we know how I'm going to tell.
I'm 44 years old. I'm at the age where I will snitch on you. Right. I'm going to tell on you. So I took a liking to him. I'm not going to lie, but I will tell on you. See, so I understand it. So at the end of the day, I just feel like we've been tricked. We've been like, how can you put it, bamboozled all these years, thinking keeping it real and street was the way to go.
Right.
As you can see from the views and the people that's actually paying attention to his stories now, I never got this many views on Harlem Legend.
Right. Facts.
I start talking about hood tales.
Right. And the thing about it is, you know, as 050 being, you know, the most hated platform, but the most watched, and now they're watching Kai. So they hate Kai, but they're watching Kai. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we still winning. You know, the
stories are interesting. They want to hear them, but this is the big kicker, right? He's actually great for the kids. So if y'all not for the kids, y'all shouldn't even be speaking negativity, because he's good for the kids to learn from. Exactly. You feel me?
Yeah.
We never had a person like 50.
Yeah, I tell them, Harlem, like I don't promote just snitching. I don't promote being a rat. I don't promote selling your friends out. If people watch my story, they see the people I grew up with, nothing happened to them. You know what I mean? It's more so about the rhetoric that's pushed on us, that we have to uphold this one code when all the other codes that come with the street, nobody follows. And they say, oh, this is what comes with it. You know what you signed up for. There's no paper. There's no document. There's nothing that say you signed up for this. When we join these gangs, when we take these oaths, we think that the loyalty of our friends come with it, or the loyalty of the gang comes with it. And then we see that it doesn't happen. And then the excuse that is made is, oh, you know what it is when you come to the street. Oh, nobody's supposed to do nothing for you. You go to jail. Nobody's supposed to do this. Nobody's supposed to take care of the family when your friend died. What about the daughter? Stuff like that. It's so much stuff we could get into, that other codes that's supposed to be followed, and it doesn't get followed. So when that one code is broken, they just ridicule that code because they all see it in themselves. We could pick anybody out from a comment, and we can say, what about your friend that's been dead for 10 years? What do you do for his daughter? And they're going to say, oh, that ain't my fault. That's his mother. That's his family fault. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And everybody, so they don't want to acknowledge it. So it's cool. You know, the hate, I really appreciate it. And, you know, I get more positive feedback than negative, because for me, it's the mindset, and you have to take initiative somewhere. Like I said, I don't promote, just doing that. Look at me and say, oh, I don't want to become that. Or look at the guy that did life and say, I don't want to become that. You know?
There's no such thing as a street code. The street code is fake. And that's what I'm learning, because I lived by the street code since we started 050, since I started Harlem Legend. And guess what? They didn't receive us. Now that we take on a guy that has told or goes against the so-called code.
Right.
That's right.
Does it make sense?
But see, I like how you keep it real, Kai, because the one thing you always say, and I like what you say, is Kai gonna do Kai. You know, you're not snitching. Kai doing it for Kai, you know? So you just keeping it real. Like, at the end of the day, why not choose yourself? You know what I'm saying? And people think they got to choose everybody else. And at the end of the day, they gone. So at the end of the day, I'm always choose myself.
Right? Chyna's a stand-up dude. He did 20. I did damn near 7 out my life. 2 in 2 different joints, 4.5 and probably 2.5. Right? So it's like, we never snitched on nobody. But they didn't receive us the same way. They didn't care. Nobody cares about street dudes. I don't. That's fact. What I'm saying. Yeah. This is showing you we're cracking the code. Nobody cares about the streets. We just want to
the streets is. Yes, it's a microcosm of what the world is. That mindset is a microcosm of what the world is. And it's like, before I did the 6 years and I was so called doing bad, I did 5 before that. I did 12 years before I was the age 30. And all it gave to me was bad evilness. So for me to realize it, I had to take some initiative, and I had to start where I started. And I'm proud of what I've the mindset that I've able to become today. I'm proud of the person I'm able to I am today because of it, and I'm still going every day. I'm still getting better and better.
You're a civilian like me. We're gonna tell together. Don't worry. We're gonna tell together. I'm Harlem legend. I don't care. We're gonna tell together.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so right. Real quick, let me just ask you one more question. Just real quick, sum it up, because everybody wants to know you on here. They call you a rat, they call you a snitch, whatever the case is. Let everybody know, as a YouTuber, because you are a YouTuber right now, let everybody know what your objective is.
My objective, it goes back into the first thing that I said. It goes into really letting people know, not just kids, because a lot of these YouTubers, they're really street dudes. They want to be in the street. They have these connections with the street. And, we still have connections with the street. You got people that give us information or whatever, still talk to us off of line. Online, they might be bashing me. And then offline, they talk to me. So it's right. About you can change your mindset no matter what. You don't have to be a kid. You can be 40 years old and change your mindset. You can realize that, this is not it, man. This is not the way to think. I got kids. Do I want my kids thinking up like this? So it's right. Not just for the kids. These people say, oh, what can God teach the kids? To talk about morals and principles. What about all the other morals and principles for your family? What about the morals and principles for yourself? Preserve yourself. Do good for what you have to do for yourself. And that's just what it is for me. Putting pushing the agenda and the rhetoric of that you can change. Don't let your past dictate your future. In no way.
I respect that. That's real. I respect that.
I respect that. That was a good one.
It's more snitching.
What's next?
More snitching. I'm gonna be real. More content, more snitching, more telling y'all the false narratives they painted us for years. We're not going to stop. They are going to get more snitching from Harlem Legend TV. Thank you.
It's no negotiating with terrorists this year. Like if you're putting the spotlight on yourself, right? You're putting the spotlight out there. You're sitting there. You're giving the people, the kids, the grown-ups, everybody this misinformation, and it's a deed that plays on people. So if you're putting this spotlight on the kids, if you're putting this rhetoric on the kids, we're gonna put the spotlight on you. Period.
Just keep it real. They don't say nothing when the other man say something about it. And with that, it's your boy E-O-U, aka the Harlem Legend, man. You heard?
Yeah, already know. Chyna, Brim.
You heard?